Another fundamental aspect in relation to the common man during early 19th century America focused not only on the voters themselves, but the candidates chosen to represent them. During this time period, there was a general movement among the public that went against aristocratic politicians holding power in government. The common people wanted a leader who could relate to their lifestyle, and we can see this in a painting titled Stump Speaking, another piece by George Caleb Bingham in 1854. In this painting, Bingham reflects the growing ideology of populism through the depiction of a rustic atmosphere surrounded by common folk, also exemplifying their importance in the electoral process. With an increasing number of these types of voters, politicians now had to directly appeal to a new section of society. Stump Speaking puts an emphasis on this, portraying a group of people that are incredibly diverse for their time. Although the electorate is primarily male and white, you can see how many of them appear to be agricultural types. Their simple clothing further distinguishes them from upper-class voters. The setting of the political rally in the countryside shows the public servants' motives to be elected. Positions in government were no longer restricted to wealthy statesmen, such as George Washington, who, albeit being the first president of the United States, refused to shake hands with anyone, as he thought it was beneath the dignity of the office. Politicians such as the one in this painting now strove to distance themselves from the elite, conveying that their lives and values were similar to the common people. It is implied that this politician recognizes the importance of the citizens surrounding him and pays no regard to class distinctions. And with the common man making up such a large part of American society, populism led to a more equal and representative form of democracy. Election results now accounted for a new voter majority, meaning elected officials were much more reflective of the people's beliefs. Diving further into the meaning of this painting, we see how it makes a connection to the ideal that America is truly the land of opportunity. By depicting a plethora of figures from working-class backgrounds, there is a justification made for their rights. Whether it be through public service or making their voice heard through voting, it is portrayed that common men have an equal opportunity to create political change in their country. Now, looking forward to modern society, we can see many forms of populism in our current government. Many presidential candidates, such as Bill Clinton, make an effort to appeal to the common public by trying to come across as the most normal, in this case showing his love for McDonald's fast food. It just goes to show how far populism has carried on within our nation. Ultimately, since the early 19th century, the common man's involvement in democratic processes has only grown and continued to shape American politics. This idea that all citizens deserve an equal chance to partake in governmental affairs lies at the very core of the American identity.